Today we are discussing about the basic animation thing and the ball bouncing, the basic ball bouncing. Okay, so first we discuss about the timeline. Okay, so this is called timeline in 3ds Max. So you can see 0 by 1, 0 by 2 means that 100 frames we are on the 10th position, right? Okay, then we will go for 25, the 100 frames, total number of frames 100, and we are on 25th frame, right? So we have play, pause, go backward, next frame, and go end, and go to start. Okay, so play, stop, go to next frame, go to previous frame, go to last, and go to first frame. Okay, okay, now we'll just you play, we can see the animation over here. Okay, so we'll start our basic animation. Okay, so if we make a sphere over here and just make a sphere. Okay, so we are going to animate this sphere first of all. So there are two things for basic animators we will say as set keyframe. Okay, auto key, you can also we can use auto key, but so we will prefer for the freshers use set key. Okay, so click here and press S on the keyboard. Okay, press S and drag it. So you can see once more I am making over here and pressing S. So the animation is happening, right? Okay, so the first thing is I am using the Maya preference. Okay, we can set the preference using customize preference. Okay, so we can change the interactive mode to Maya. Okay, Maya and Max is over here. Okay, so I am using what Maya. For Maya we can use the animation very easily. So this preference is completely changed for Maya. Okay, so press S and move it. Okay, then the animation is happening, right? So if we make a certain changes and making it over here and press S, don't forget to press S. Okay, S means hitting the key. Okay, otherwise it won't work. If I'm dragging is there is no keyframe over here. You just drag it, press S, then it is working. Okay, the other thing is that if you want to remove the keyframes, just select all those things and press delete on the keyboard. Okay, just drag it, delete. Okay, the next thing is if I am working in Maya or Max or Blender or anything, I will use a auto keyframe. You can also just try for the auto keyframe. More control scheme you will become more confused. That's why I told you to use the set keyframe, character controls and all. If you are using auto key, the freshers will be a little bit confused. So that's why I am telling you can use set key. Okay, so what is the difference between set key and auto key? Fine, so if we click auto key over here, you can see the change. Okay, I have to give first frame, press S, that's all. Then we can move automatically, the keys will be happening here. Look, understand, this is the difference between auto key and set key. Okay, so while studying purpose you use just set key for the beginning purpose. So if we are improving, we can use the auto key. Okay, but I will use only auto key because it is very comfortable. Okay, okay, so you can use the both. If you want to shift one key from one position to other, maybe you are in the fifth position of 100th frame. Okay, so I am clicking and dragging over here. You can see the keyframe is just moving, right? Okay, just drag it over here and just delete. So I will be doing my first simple animation. So using auto key I am dragging to X position, so you can see the distance over here. Just make a play. Okay, this is from 0 to which position? To 10th position. So I am clicking it in 20. So what is happening? It's taken long time. Okay, okay, when I am putting it over 40th frame, what's happening here? It will take 40 frames, so it will be taking the long time. Okay, so if you want to make it so fast, I will make it, put it over here, just play. Okay, yes, then we will make it 30 like this. So what's happened over here, fast, then first fast and then it becomes slow. So you have to understand the about the timeline. Okay, so if you want to make an output of this animation, whatever you have done, okay, this is an animation, I am done it very simple. Okay, so this animation I have to be seen on the output, so we'll call it as play blast, right? Play blast or output file. Okay, sorry, output file, play blast. Okay, so if you want to see the play blast over here, there is a plus mark here, right? So click that plus mark, create preview, then create preview animation. The shortcut is shift plus V, shift plus V. Fine. So if I'm clicking here, you can see the make preview what preset or the panel. Okay, so they are telling that your playback frames per second, okay, is 25 frames per second. You can change your playback frames per second according to the client. So some projects are doing in 24 frames, somebody is doing in 25 frames. So whatever the default thing is 24 frames per second. Okay, then the percentage of output, how much percentage you want to see. Say I am saying it's 200, then 1280 into 960. Okay, so 180 means 1152 into 864, like that you can change it. Okay, so I will make it 200 frames per second. The file output will be C users desktop 3D Max preview file. Okay, play when it done means if you are playing also you want to see that. Oh, the render output viewport means perspective, so I am using the simple perspective because I don't have any camera. Fine. So whatever things you want to see in the play blast, geometry, shapes, lights, camera, helpers, like that. So I am saying I want, the main thing is geometry. I don't want particle system, I don't want bone objects, I don't want background. So I don't have any background, right? So no background. Okay, so yeah, so the custom range should be 0 to 40. So I have only 30 frames, so why should I play 40? So I make it 30. Okay, 30, just say create. Okay, so 30 frames is over. So we can use this player. Which player? Windows Media Player Classic. So this is my first animation that I am seeing in the Play Blast. Okay, so you can see the frame count over here. Look, 19, 24. You can see, right? 29. Okay, 24, 4, 14, like that. So that settings is also there. So click here. Just go to create preview animation. There will be option for seeing the frame numbers, camera, which camera, save frame I will be telling you on the coming classes. Okay, texture is there. If you want you can use the texture also. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to concentrate while taking a output. Okay, so if you can change the default shading like clay. Okay, default shading, everything. Okay, stylized, wireframe override, bounding box. Okay, so I am using only clay, so I don't want to see any texture. Okay, so now we make a play blast, create preview animation. Just a play blast, you can see the clay. Okay, so that is enough. This is just bouncing ball, right? Okay, so this is the simple animation, right? Okay, so I will be going to do a simple a short put ball animation. Okay, so I'm deleting this and I am making the whole animation, otherwise I have to delete the whole keys. So rather than I am removing the whole stuff, and I am going to create a sphere. Okay, so little big one. Okay, fine. So I'm making to go to left view. Okay, so making it a little bit bigger. Okay, then so assume that this is a short put. Okay, fine. So this is auto key, that is the problem. You understand? What is the problem? Auto key. Okay, so if you make any changes, the key will be automatically what happening. So I'm removing. That's why I don't we will prefer don't use that auto key. Okay, okay, so you can use when uh, some shots may be done. Okay, so this is the first frame, and I am going to make a second frame animation. So I am just dragging it. So the gravity pull is there. So on the fifth frame I am making the end. Okay, so we can see an animation over here, right? But I want to make this as a short put. Okay, the weight is coming. Why? Because it is only coming what on the fifth frame. Okay, now I have given another key on 10th frame. Press S. Okay, on 15. Okay, so now we will make a little bit simple jump. After hitting it, he will be jumping like this. Okay, okay, so now we will play. We can see, but we don't find any weight, right? I'm not finding any weight. It's little bit what, some kind of stiff animation. Okay, look, it is not coming. It is not looking like a short put. Okay, okay, so for that we are using, animators should know 100% about thing. This is called graph editor or curve editor. This is called curve editor. So we'll see on the option graph editor, track view, curve editor. Understand? So click here. So you can see the curve, the representation of the whatever animation you have done. You can see it on the this curve editor. So it is a graphical representation of the animation you have done in the timeline, right? If you click, we can see the what, the graphical representation of the animation. There is X position, there is Y position, there is Z position. So we can click. Rotation is not there, right? We don't done any rotation. So position we have what, Z axis is animating. Okay, so Alt middle mouse we can what, you can pan. Zoom, if you want to zoom it, just click here and zoom. Okay, if you want to align it, just click here. Okay, it will frame. Okay, it will frame. So okay, you can easily see. So if you want to zoom, frame it more, you just click here and drag here. Okay, so if you want to frame it, just click here. Okay, so press Alt, you can pan, right? So this is the ball animation. It is coming down. It's coming down. Look, it is coming down, then it's coming up, then it's going down. Okay, so if you want to adjust it, just click the zoom button once. Just click it. You can easily, if you align this one, what is happening? The animation is going to, okay, whatever changes may happen in graph, it is going to affect your animation. Okay, so make sure that you are going to do it very properly. Otherwise, if graph maybe have something errors, the whole animation will be gone. Okay, okay, so I want, this is a smooth curve, right? Smooth spline. So I want to make it what, sharper, then only the weight will come. So I am clicking it here. Just go to tangent. There is an option called break tangents in graph editor only. In curve editor, break tangents, break tangents. Okay, so click here. So you can break it like this. You can see, right? I can break it. Just click here. So it will become more sharp. Understand? Then it should be a spline. No need of breaking this. Then the hitting position, I click here. Go to tangent, break tangent. Just click it and break it. If you want to zoom, just zoom it. Now you understand? Just click here, make it more tangent. Okay, so the tangent is now though sharp, then smooth, then sharp. Okay, if you want to make it more down, just make it down, little bit down. Then the tangent will be affecting, right? If you make it down, the tangent will be affecting. So you just click the tangent and just make it down. Understand? Just click here, make it down. Okay, now we will play the animation. We can see some weight change over here. You understand? Just play. There is little bit weight. Okay, so it will be more up. You don't want this height also. You can make it, the height should be little bit down. So make sure that the tangent should be also be adjusted. Just down. Okay, So now I will make a play blast. Just click here, just drag. That is the graph thing, right? Graph things property. So don't bother that one. Just click here, create preview animation. Just click here. Everything is set. Okay, once it is set, it will be no problem. So okay, then just make create. Okay, now you are feeling weight, right? Okay, so this is how we will make the graph adjustments. Okay, so this is a very basic basic thing of bouncing ball animation. So we will make a play blast from here also. Okay, from perspective. Okay, go to this one, create preview animation. Just create. Do you understand? Okay, about the basic auto key selected. If you want to add a keyframe, press S, or you can click here also. Okay, S is the shortcut. Okay, otherwise you can click this one. So you press S, that's all. S. Just click, drag it, delete. If you want to click one frame delete, just click here, just press delete. Okay, so more keyframes, you can click more keyframes and drag it. If you want to use one keyframe, just click it and drag it over here. The same thing will happen. Understand? So if you click here also, there is a time configuration over here. Look. So if you click here, you can see the time configuration over here. So the animation timing start from 0 to 100 frames. 0 to 100 frames. So if you want more frames, so you can type it over here, that 150. Okay means 150 frames will come. Okay, there is a time configuration also. So which frame rate you want, the PAL, DVD, or whatever thing you want. Okay, about the looping, the playback loop, if you want to stop the loop, just click here. Okay, starting frame and ending frame. So I will make it 100 ending time. Okay, just make okay, enough. Okay,